Welcome back, indie warriors, new and old, to your weekly dose of indie gaming news. But pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes.
First, let's take some time to talk about our sponsor, MoonFire, A Seeker's Saga. Created by a solo developer, MoonFire, A Seeker's Saga is a narrative RPG where you embark on a journey in a fantastical world full of magic, conflict, and talking animals. Play the sole human in the lands of Melenthia, a world brought to ruin after the death of their queen. Now, strange beings have taken over and are threatening to destroy everything in their sights. While you, the player character, have no memory of all these tragic happenings, you are
the chosen one
to bring peace back to Melenthia. Using powers of both gods and demons, your character is tasked with the infinitesimally small task of saving the world. So, what does the gameplay look like? MoonFire promises a blend of visual novel elements with RPG and open-world mechanics. Meet dozens of characters with unique backstories and expand your roster of companions for your epic journey. Level up your protagonist's skills like diplomacy, thievery, or combat. And finally, collect items for combat and exploration, or sell them to your nearest shopkeep. You'll also need to be careful on what you choose to do or not do, because in this game, choices matter. Depending on what you do, your character traits, combat encounters, and story responses can all differ vastly. If you're interested in exploring this fantastical world and its packed plot, give this game a like and add it to your wishlist on Steam. Thank you again for sponsoring this episode of Indie Gaming News. Alright, let's get into it! Our first story. Feline fans, this upcoming cat-based game is coming for Stray's throne. But lucky for Stray, they've got time, cause this indie won't be releasing until 2024. I know, I'm in as much anguish as you are. Coño mierda. Between the upbeat and fanciful music, the mischievous antics of our heart-achingly cute black kitty, and the many hats we can adorn this fur baby with, I am desperate to get my paws on this title. And the best part? My allergy-ridden behind can enjoy this darling tomcat sneeze-free. Next, literary lovers, we've got an upcoming Steam festival that's all about the most important element of any game: the story. Okay, so maybe not for all games, but I think we can agree that a strong story can save even the most middling gameplay. This festival takes place between May 4th and May 8th and will feature released games, soon-to-be-released games, and games still in development. Play demos, watch game exhibits, listen to panels and fireside chats, and enjoy sales. From coffee talk to demon school to slay the princess, I am so eager to explore more of the breadth of unique stories that indies have to offer. For our third story, I stumbled upon this indie coño mierda. For this next indie, I stumbled upon it while browsing the indie gaming Reddit, and the trailer gives me life. This is Paper Perjury, which is inspired by Ace Attorney, the original of which I played and loved. And this one is a female-focused visual novel with tons of design and charm. Investigate cases by digging for clues, following paper trails, and interrogating people on their lies. If only it were that easy to get liars to fess up. Slam down your hands and point out logical inconsistencies. And you can also just stick a finger in their face. Bar, meh. In real life, it just results in losing friendships. But who cares about that when you could prove them wrong and prove yourself right? Another event heading your way, that's right. Indie Live Expo for 2023 is this May, specifically on the 20th and the 21st. This 2-day indie celebration will be showcasing over 200 indie games, which I'm sure will assuage the fans left wanting by the Switch showcase that we streamed on the channel just this week. Day 1 will highlight new titles, DLC, and game updates, while day 2 will feature gameplay sessions with popular influencers. Clearly, not that popular, since I Dream of Indie wasn't invited. Coño mierda. With virtually no hints as to what games await us in this expo, we will have no choice but to endure live announcements of potentially awesome indies. Woe is me! This next bit of news was shared by longtime supporter and newly anointed patron, Flower Angel Rave, in the Discord. Thank you for having your finger on the indie gaming pulse and keeping us in the loop. A Guidebook of Babel is a story-rich adventure game where you manipulate time to save the lives of those around you while on a cruise ship to the afterlife. Do I understand anything that's happening in this trailer? No. Am I intrigued by the astronaut suit characters and the giant bug that snatches them up at the end of the trailer? Yes. For our last bit of news, shared by editor, gamer, and big honcho supreme, Old Gamer Joe, a Nintendo hacker has just been released from jail and straight into debt. Hacker Gary Bowser was sentenced to over 3 years in prison for helping 3DS and Switch owners hack their consoles to play pirated games. And on top of that, slapped with $10 million in damages to pay Nintendo.
Oh, bummer, bro.
In a world with no shortage of stupid and awful news, I wish I was shocked a large company was going to rake one person over the coals over chump change, but this is America. To make matters worse, apparently Nintendo wanted him to serve 5 years, but an American judge, of all people, found that to be too much. Would you believe it? An American judge actually siding with a person rather than a corporation? Color me surprised. Either way, whoever made this call at Nintendo is a clown that is using this man to send a message. But to me, the only message I'm hearing is fuck Nintendo. He did his time, and that should be the end of that. Alright, that was the news, and to cleanse the bitter taste from our mouths, instead of a question for this week, I'm calling in a favor. What would I like you to do? I want you to leave a comment for Old Gamer Joe, reminding him that he's an awesome editor and that he needs to rest and relax more. As we all do. Alright y'all, enjoy your weekend and live every day to its fullest.
Thank you so much for supporting clickbait-free independent content here on YouTube. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to help us bring a voice to the voiceless ones in gaming, and be sure to check out patreon.com/idreamofindiegames, where we can together defeat the gaming echo chamber.